claimed the It was the year 1450. King Henry V claimed the French crown through descent, but the French denied him the crown, so the English invaded France. They first laid siege to the port of Harfleur, but the garrison of Harfleur gave a very tough fight, and it was a long time before the English managed to capture it. The English army was greatly weakened, so they decided to ride to Calais and then sail home to England. But on the road to Calais, the French army led by Constable Charles d'Albret caught up with the English army near the woods of Agincourt. The English were heavily outnumbered, but the French lost mainly because of the brilliant use of the terrain by the English and the bad tactics of the French. The French cavalry wore heavy armor, it was raining which made the ground muddy, and so the French cavalry became extremely slow. The English archers were lightly armored, and when their arrows were spent, they joined the hand-to-hand fighting. The French horses which were injured galloped back, killing many of their own soldiers. The English also managed to capture many French noblemen, but they were all killed because the English could not afford to leave enemies behind, and thus the English emerged victorious. But the media always has their own version of each story. Now let's see how they present this.
History Live, the only channel for historic battles in full HD.
Welcome friends, you are watching News at 9 on History Live. I am Samir Khan, your host. After my stint with Satyameva Jayate, I felt that the audience was loving me. Hence I signed up as a studio man with the History Live channel. Now back to today's news. The English have captured Harfleur. Let's see the situation in the English camp. We have reporter Arnab Kamswamy who has come from India for this report. Over to you, Mr. Kamswamy.
I am reporter Arnab Kamswamy, the cameraman with the 20 seconds. I have with me King Henry V, who is leading the English army. So, what are your feelings after the victory?
Victory? More of a defeat, really. It took us months to get the first round of our campaign. The camp stinks. There is slush all around. My soldiers are suffering from dysentery. Phew, that was very destructive.
So, it is good that you chose to meet outside the camp.
Fortune seems to be on your side, unlike us.
But now you can't just go back to India.
Why not?
People will call you a coward.
I already do. But what can I do, apart from getting me and my soldiers killed?
Okay, hold on. We're getting a call from the studio. Back to you.
So friends, what do you think Henry V should do? Call our toll-free number 222-222 and tell us right now. Okay, we are pick up the phone.
I think that King Henry V should march to Calais and then sail to England. We should show his strength to the French people.
Thank you, Lampa. You will receive a longbow autographed by the king himself.
Give us all the money you have.
Hello.
My house is murdered. Robbers have entered my house. Save me, Yosemite.
Oh, it seems that Lamba's line has got disconnected. Now back to Mr. Kamswamy.
So, Lamba is right. I could do that. But what if the French army attacks? It will force me to assemble one, which will take time.
Sir, but I have heard that French army is ready to march.
Shut up, you. You are right. I could do that.
Okay, so back to the studio.
So, King Henry is ready to take a huge risk, but he has been misled by a reporter. According to the latest news we have received, Constable Charles d'Albret has already assembled an army. Now over to the French camp. We have reporter Gurkha Dutt there, who is also from India. Over to you, Gurkha.
Today I have with me Constable Charles D. Gaulle. The Albert, sir. Oh, sorry, Constable Charles D. Albert. So, Constable, what do you feel about the defeat at Harfleur?
Defeat? More of a victory really. Henry is weakened and now he will die, along with his army.
Oh, if you think that King Henry is weakened, then why don't you immediately attack the English camp? The English would not stand a chance in front of the French cavalry, the turbojets and the halberdiers.
The gallbladders?
Halberdiers and trebuchets, sir. Oh, sorry, halberdiers and trebuchets.
Okay, then that's a good idea. Now my army marches to the English.
So friends, this is war time. Now back to the studio.
So friends, the board is set, the pieces are moving. What will happen next? See on the next episode of News at 9 only on History Live. And friends, but school is selling a game set based on this entertaining incident. Call our toll-free number 222-222 and you could win 22 copies of this game set. Now next episode. at 9 on History Live. The French have closed in on the English army. Both the armies have gathered near the woods of Agincourt. Over to our correspondent Gorkhadat.
Everything seems to be all set for a battle.
Battle? It will be a massacre.
Oh, even in this rain, the constable's confidence seems to be intact. Now back to the studio.
So friends, Constable Charles D. Albert is extremely confident. Now over to the English camp.
King Henry V could not be with us today as he is suffering from dysentery. So I have with me who is the second in command. So, the king's idea seems to have failed.
King's idea? I seem to remember that you suggested that, didn't you?
The king's idea?
You fool! You told that the French would take a long time to assemble an army.
Well, I didn't tell you, Lombard told you. But all this time mistake has certainly boosted our DRP.
You dared to sacrifice army to boost your TRP? Now I am going to behead you.
Stop. I'm for accreditation team as a precaution.
The fool has condemned us to death.
Back to the studio.
So our reporter seems to have made a mistake. Now we will see the preparations of the French.
Sir, I got news from my colleague that the English are extremely afraid.
Afraid? Of course, they should be. Now my knights charge, and the English will be trampled to death.
So friends, the English are in difficult position. The French are confident. They have a huge army. A French victory seems to be on the cards today.
I was saying that ever since the English saved France.
Okay. So that's all for now. Reporter Gorkhadat with cameraman Louis the 22nd. Only and only for his July.
Friends, I think that we have again established contact with Henry V. Now back to Mr. Comstock.
Sir, could I just talk to you for a second?
You have just about signed my execution letter and you want to talk to me?
Sir, but the French are out to charge.
It is raining. The French commanders are fools. I begin to see a glimmer of hope.
May I ask what that might be?
No, you may not. And get out of my sight before I change my mind and decide to kill you.
Alright, that was true.
The battle is about to start in a few moments. Censorship issues. I'm sorry. Oh, the English have emerged victorious in this seemingly hopeless fight. But the bad news is that our reporter Gorkhadat succumbed. Now back to Mr. Kamswabi.
Okay, sir, what do you feel after that?
It was fantastic. The French commanders were fools.
Yes, you have been fighting really, and in the face of overwhelming odds. But sir, can I ask you one more thing? I'm still planning on finishing?
Not at all. After all, Lamba and your team suggested this plan. I have planned to send a shipment of doors and windows to the town of Shanishinagar to express my gratitude.
Civil Lamba. Thank you, sir. Sir, Lamba will be grateful too. Okay, back to the studio.
So friends, we witnessed this amazing battle which was fought with intelligence and tactical mastery. King Henry has proved himself. So friends, that's all on History Live for now. So we are signing off. And friends, History Live is now available in HD, which means you can watch previous battles in HD quality. Thank you. Now part 2.
Bosnia was coveted by the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the Crown Prince of Austria, went to Bosnia. He entered the city of Sarajevo, which was the capital of Bosnia, on the 28th of June. It was the Independence Day of the Slav people. The people were enraged on his arrival. Ledelko Kabrinovic, a Serbian nationalist, threw a grenade into the Archduke's car, but the Archduke was lucky to escape. Kabrinovic then took a cyanide pill and jumped into the Miljaka river. Unfortunately for him, the cyanide wasn't strong enough, nor was the river deep enough. The local police caught him alive. He was actually a member of the Black Hand, a covert Serbian nationalist group. Gavrilo Princip was the leader of their mission. He heard of the failure of their mission and stopped near a food shop for having lunch. Then, by some strange twist of fate, the Archduke's car took a wrong turn and came near that shop. Princip then seized the opportunity and shot the Archduke and his wife Sophie. This was one of the major events which led to the First World War. Now let's see how the media present this.
Okay guys, I want everything perfect. Your emotion should be as if you are living the scene. Anyway, cameraman ready?
Ready, Chief? Let's start. 3, 2, 1, action.